Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is about a very common issue which every one girl is facing out of three, and they come up to me with a complaint of that they are having a very irregular cycle, or they can see very unwanted hair on their faces, or they are having weight gain, not eating anything but still gaining weight, or number four, they have complained that some girls have very heavy flow. So these are some very common symptoms they present with, or the complaints they present with. So in this video I will be discussing all the causes, all the symptoms and the treatments of this disease. So yeah, I will not be using any difficult terminologies because not everyone is a doctor. So I will be very easy, and I will talk only about this topic on this video. So yeah, keep watching this video till end, and we will cover all the important points about this topic in this video, and I will be discussing everything, causes, symptoms, treatments in this topic. Let's start the video. So this disease which I was discussing earlier is known as PCOS. Everyone is aware of it. It is one of the most common disease in this world, because every one in third girl is suffering from this. So yeah, what is PCOS? PCOS is basically, PCOS stands for polycystic ovarian syndrome. What is syndrome? Syndrome is like when your organs, multiple organs are involved. So polycystic ovarian syndrome involves multiple organs in your body. So uh, like uh, polycystic means when you have multiple cysts on your ovaries. Ovaries, they are female organs, like which consist of eggs. Eggs, like when they mature, but they are not released. Instead, they are being kept, like they are captured within the ovaries. They make cyst like appearances, like they are matured egg, but they are not released, so they make cyst like appearances on your ovaries, which makes your ovaries look bigger than the actual size. Most important cause of PCOS is the hormonal imbalance. Hormones which regulate our monthly cycles like FSH and LH, they play a very important role in PCOS. Like FSH and LH normal level cause your cycles to be normal, they come every month. But if there is slight fluctuations like FSH being not normal, they are less lower side, and LH being on higher side, that cause PCOS. LH is a hormone like which causes your unwanted hair on your face if it is higher than usual. Unwanted hair, baldness, male type baldness, and acne. And FSH, if it is not normal and on lower side, it will cause anovulation, means your egg won't be released and you won't get your monthly cycle, or your cycle will be irregular. So these are the symptoms which are caused by these hormones. So I will be discussing more symptoms and more causes of this PCOS. Uh, So we discussed about the hormonal imbalance, but now we can discuss other factors also which can combine, and they can do that, uh, like they can make this disease even worse if they combine. Like PCOS makes you gain weight. Like if you're eating very less but still you are gaining weight, that means you have PCOS. And if you have gained weight, that is also a bad thing in PCOS, because that will affect your hormones. It Weight gain can affect you in both ways. Like it can cause you PCOS also, and it can affect PCOS as well. So gaining weight is number one factor which can trigger or exaggerate PCOS. So why doctors recommend you to lose weight first? Because losing weight can make your hormonal imbalance. Losing weight can make you healthy because your hormones will be on point and your acne will be gone. Obviously, losing weight helps you in various ways. It makes you healthy, it makes you more active. Because in PCOS, this is a one thing you have to do because insulin, it is an insulin resistant syndrome, which can make insulin not work on your, like if you are eating any sugary food, then obviously your body send a signal to your brain to release insulin so that it can use that sugary food as a inner source of energy. But if you have PCOS, you will be insulin resistant, and that sugary food will make you more prone to have diabetes, and it will make you help gain weight because insulin won't work on PCOS. Why we suggest any sachet or any tablets which have inosita, that is inositol, which is a derivative of insulin, so that our insulin levels, or we usually eat glucophage metformins because metformins are given to patients who have diabetes. Like PCOS girls, they are, you can say they are diabetics. So it is important to use such tablets or such medicines which have insulin derivatives, because PCOS is a disease which is insulin resistant. It does not allow insulin to act on your body. So number one, we have covered a point about insulin and the weight gain. Number two is that eating unhealthy food, like all the time eating junk, drinking sodas or eating chocolates because you are having cravings, and this is number one symptom of having PCOS, because you crave a lot. You are having cravings to eat chocolates, you are having cravings to eat junk food like burgers, pizzas, or anything, to drink sodas. So this is a very, very, very alarming symptom that you might have PCOS, because this type of craving is only seen in PCOS patients apart from being pregnant. So yeah, these are some unhealthy habits which we have to convert. Like we have to convert for our own good. We have to switch it to a healthy lifestyle, like eating lots of fiber. Fiber means you can take bananas, or you can eat wheat, or any whole grain wheat you can eat, and chickpea. Taking more and more proteins in PCOS is very good. A healthy source of taking good calories, because in this, like, you have to be very, very typical about your food. You have to be very picky. You don't need to have carbs. Carbs are very, very harmful for a PCOS patient. Carbs can be chickpea, or as I told you, carbs can be any white thing like sugar, or white, what we call white atta, or white rice. So these are carbs. Anything which is processed, let it be all purpose flour, or anything white. So in that substitute, we can use a brown bread, or we can use brown rice, or and we can use fruits instead, um, and any. substitute of junk you are eating. You can take any nuts which are very important, like almond or walnuts. So you there are many substitute. You can convert your a very junk lifestyle to a healthy lifestyle. There are many ways. So to it is not very easy to come over a very chronic disease, because we label it a chronic disease. It is not a very sudden disease. PCOS takes long and long time, like many years. Your body goes through it many years, and what it comes up to a point, like after 10 years it come up, it has start showing its symptoms. It is labeled as chronic because it affected our body 10 years, 10 whole years, but now it has start showing symptoms. That is a chronic disease. So to fight a chronic disease, it takes time and patience and your hard work, your dedications. It is not easy to overcome PCOS. Obviously, you need determination. You need hard work, because PCOS needs a lot of hard work. Not only that, you have to work on your workout routine also. Like it is not important for you to go to a gym, and only you can do that, only you can do workout over there. You have million and millions of apps on your phone, or you have many exercises available online. You can do them at home. Like it takes hardly 15 to 20 minutes to do it daily. You can walk 30 minutes, and you can be more active. Like if you are just sitting and scrolling on your phone, you can instead walk and then scroll. So there are many ways to help yourself to get rid of this disease, because this disease has many permanent side effects, like it causes infertility. Okay, so PCOS means irregular cycles, and irregular cycles means infertility. Infertility means hard to conceive. Like many patients come to us with this complaint that we are unable to conceive, and most of them are ruled out as a PCOS patient. So it is the first step which we tell them to, like apart from taking medications, is their lifestyle changes. Like if you are sleeping at 4 a.m. at night, and you are waking up at 10 or 8, like you are a university student or a school going, or for your jobs or anything, so that ruins your sleep pattern and it affects your cycles. So it is better to sleep at 10 and wake up at 8, because 7 hours sleep is very important in PCOS. PCOS is a very complicated disease. It never, like, it never cured. It can suppress, but it is never cured. So dealing with PCOS can be challenging, but you have to accept that challenge and you have to change your life yourself. Doctors will only recommend you medicines to overcome your symptoms and to suppress your PCOS for the time being, but long term you have to take that challenge. And how can you take that challenge? As I told you, change your lifestyle. Changing your lifestyle means changing your eating habits, changing your sleeping pattern, changing your workout habits, and um, being very consistent in everything you do. So if anyone is finding it difficult to like lose your weight, there is one more way that we can do. is intermittent fasting. There is a window in which you don't fast, and then there is a time in which you can eat anything but in portions. So, intermittent fasting, I will make a video on intermittent fasting as well, but make it short. So, intermittent fasting can be 16 hours fasting and 8 hours eating, or you can do 12 to 12, like 12 hours fasting or 12 hours eating. 12 hours is a very less time, which starts working is 16 to 8 ratio. It is a good choice to start with. So 16 to 8 ratio is like you are 16-hour fasting and 8 hours you are eating, but like instead of taking 3 meals a day, you have to divide your meals in 5, taking small portions. Like if you're taking 3 meals, you can divide 3 into 5 or 6, not eating everything at once, dividing breakfast in two, like taking omelette or egg and bread in the morning, and then you can take after like if you're taking breakfast at 11 or 10, you can take some fruits at 1, and then you can take some protein. Like proteins are a good source. Mostly proteins can be lobia, or you can take red meat. And talking about the chicken, yes, chicken is not healthy in PCOS, because obviously chickens are given hormonal injections themselves, so that causes more and more PCOS. And we can take an example of, like even there are animals which are given injections to produce more and more milk, like cow and goat. So those we do not recommend dairy products as well, because dairy products like cheese, milk, or yogurt, they can also trigger your PCOS symptoms. Like they can make your face full of acne, or they can fluctuate your hormones even more. So it is better to keep your meal very simple. Like you can make a patty of like a kebab of meat, or you can take protein shake, or you can take anything which is very rich in proteins, because protein are very healthy source in PCOS patients. And we have to avoid during these meals, it is our goal to avoid any sugary food like chocolates, any biscuits, or anything which is sweet. So for 3 days, we have to control our sugar cravings, and after 3 days, we do not crave sugar. That is a challenge you can try, and it definitely works, because what I do, I give up on sugar for 3 days. Like for 3 days, I am very upset. I crave a lot for sugar, but after 3 days, my feeling for sugar is all gone. I do not want sugar. So you have to drink a lot of water, because water makes your cravings full. Like you are when you are full, you do not crave for anything. And you have to be very consistent with your exercise pattern. Like you have to walk 30 minutes daily, and you can take out some time and do 10 minutes workout. Workout can be anything. You can search any videos online, and you can do any workout from there. So these are the tips I have given you, that what can be the lifestyle changes you can do in your uh, life to control the PCOS for a longer term. So now I will be discussing about the treatments which can be given as a medications to cure PCOS for a shorter term, like for the time being. So these medications are metformin, as I told you, that is glucophage given to the patients, um, who are diabetics. Like glucophage can be 500 mg or 250 mg, but most of the time patients are recommended to take 500 mg twice daily. And we give them sachet that can be inositol sachet, or they come with very different names that you can get anywhere, but the name with generic name is inositol, inosita or inositol. So that those sachet, they act by, like, insulin is increased when androgen, which is a male hormone, that is increased. If androgen is increased, insulin is increased. So insulin, that those sachet, they act on androgens and make their production less. And this PCOS can be treated by hormonal replacement therapy, which we give, like we give OCPs, oral contraceptive pills, to the patients. Like they can be Dine 35, which we have to eat 23 days cycle pill it is, and after leaving that we can get our cycle. So these are kind of pills that we recommend patients. And a hormonal replacement therapy, or OCPs, they can be any. So these are some of the treatments of PCOS. And like now we are coming to a point that how can we rule out that we have PCOS. So PCOS can be ruled out by some lab test and by ultrasound. Lab test can be like testing your LH level, FSH levels, or testosterone level, because these are the main hormones. And even you, some doctors give you prolactin to test for. So these are the hormones which can rule out that you have PCOS. And even more confirmation test is ultrasound, which we get of our PCOS. And if it shows the size bigger than the normal size of a ovary, then we rule out that there are cysts in an ovary. Like there can be multiple cysts. Some people are there who has only one ovary affected, and some both ovaries are affected, and there are multiple cysts. So by this we can rule out that there are PCOS. Um, so these are the tests which we carry. Apart from the test, we can rule out from the symptoms, like if a patient complains of unwanted hair on her face, or acne issues, or severe hair fall, like male pattern baldness if she is suffering from irregular cycles, or weight gain. These are the symptoms which a patient suffer from if she is having PCOS. And in a very young age they suffer from these symptoms. So PCOS can be ruled out like at a very young age. But to overcome it is a very challenging thing to do, because PCOS, you can never get rid of it if you are not adapting a healthy lifestyle for a permanent life. Like, I'm not saying that you have to give up on junk like for your whole life, but you have to set your time, and you have to make your own timetable, and you have to be on diet for a week and you can have a cheat meal on weekends, but that doesn't mean that you can have cheat meals every day, because that junk food can affect your PCOS terribly. Like if you are planning to get rid of it, then junk food is a big no. You cannot have junk food. So yeah, that's all for today. I hope I covered every single point in this video as I discussed everything in detail, starting from their symptoms, causes, treatments, lifestyle changes. So now the challenge is up to you if you are ready to accept it, because fighting PCOS, as I told you, is challenging. So you need to accept the challenge and you have to do it for your own body, because nobody else going to do it. A doctor can recommend you medicines, but you can't run medicines for whole your life. So you have to work on your lifestyle, because lifestyle is something you are going to carry throughout your life. Medicines can be harmful for your health, so for the timing they are given, they are not given for your whole life. So comment in this video below that how many of you have accepted the challenge to change your lifestyle and follow what I have told you in this video. And do like my video, do subscribe my channel, and let me know that if you found this video interesting or helpful. So let me know in the comment section, and I will be making more videos related these topics, and giving you free advices. So yeah, do comment on the video below, and I will do check your comments, and I will see how many of you have taken the challenge.